flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines. And the Vols will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wolverines offense will go on the attack first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Going to the ground. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The short hands, it's Thorne. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Wolverines will punt this one away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day, and they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Nealon on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nice move to keep running.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Catch in the middle. It's Priestcorn. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He'll take a shot. Got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put it into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Staley. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Finds his man. It's Matthews. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Crosses the 35. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to catch. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Staley. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Carr. With the catch, it's Farrell. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double-team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Both of these defenses a little bent, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to throw, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Brings it down on the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Punts it out of the air. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Thorne. They pick up the 1st down, they'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle, it's Marsh. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Tight end finds a soft spot. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Carr. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Newton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Got his man downfield. Always got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This guy can throw it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Volunteers racing to the line in a hurry up.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jefferson. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jefferson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Vols! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Michigan offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Got the first down and more. Turning it on. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this. With, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab outside. It's Braswell. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Carr. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the run. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll try to take it back. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those old linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
He'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Farrell. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Grant behind the line. It's Marshall. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Looking downfield, it's the fake, and he wants to throw. Batted at the line, and incomplete as that throw is headed toward the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Pulls in the deep ball. Ball by himself down the middle. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They'll run the option. They'll try the run. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. Get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Handoff to the single running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the run, it's Marshall. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Carr. There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the...
Moving toward the end zone, and football! And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's awesome. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. That's caught. It's Staley. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to pass the clock, an enemy. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Vols will hustle to the line. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that will just serve to pad the stats. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a